And we're back here for another A Member a Day through the holidays. Today I'm joined by Justin of delecTable. And Justin, I'm really excited to hear about this great local business, what you guys are doing, how you're being creative during these crazy times. So let's get into it. Justin, tell us a little bit about this great business.
Thanks. Appreciate you having me on, Jason. I created delecTable a few years ago. Um, Wanted to kind of bring what I really loved about dining over in Europe, where you really took the time to enjoy the food, enjoy wines and other things paired with the food. Didn't feel rushed, took a leisurely dinner, really appreciating culinary arts and how wonderful food and drink can be.
You just made me relax the whole time you were talking about it because I've experienced that too, and it is just such a different a different world almost sometimes with the way we are around here. We're just seems like in the US we're just like, let's get that food done so we can move on to the next thing. And there it's really about the whole experience. The dinner is the experience.
Yeah, our signature event we call Culinary Dinner Theater. We'll be starting that up again around Thanksgiving. Uh, Generically, it's 5 courses, 5 drink pairings. Our whole dining room is designed around our kitchen, and so you watch the chef up in front creating your meals. There's big screen TV showing what they do with their hands. They talk about each the food that they prepared for each course, and our sommelier talks about the drink and wine pairings that he's put together for you.
When you can see it in action, you get to learn while you're getting the food prepared and then while you're eating. What a great experience. So I know you've talked about a little bit we were talking before a little bit about what you've done up to this point with the pandemic. You guys were creative, right, over the summer and spring and even up to now. Tell us a little bit about what you've done with the business so far, and then we'll talk about where you're going next.
We started a lot of family meals, to go meals right away when things kind of started, and we've had great response from our wonderful loyal customers. Really been enjoying it. Really tremendous food. Great deal on that. And as we transitioned to summer, I was able to secure a patio section of our building, and so we did a little pop-up patio, which was quite different from our normal style of business. That was great and wonderful. And as that's closed down, now we're moving in back into the pick up family meals. We have take and bake Tuesdays, wine Wednesdays, prime rib Saturdays, a lot of wonderful options there. And now we've just are launching our virtual chef table dinner experiences. And so that is a kit you pick up, and it includes a couple bottles of wine, a few courses the chef has prepared for you, and then everybody jumps on Zoom together. Chef walks you through preparing the meal at home. He's made it very easy for you. Sommelier talks about the wine, and it's was a lot of fun. We did our first run this past weekend, and it turned out wonderful. Everybody had a really great time. Had some great feedback for us. So we're excited to do a lot more with that, and we'll, like our culinary dinner theater in person, we'll keep doing different iterations of it, different styles of food and all of that, and then also start in-person dinners coming here around Thanksgiving. I think we finally figured out how I can feel good about the measures we have in place. Have had installed, an ionizer for the duct system, and we're going to spread out between the 2 rooms into our Von Foss retail side as well to give everybody a real good amount of space. So I'm starting to feel comfortable about being able to bring people indoors for dining. We'll also be focusing a lot more on private dinners, so people can book for an evening just with their group, so that we can keep allowing people to get together in as safely as possible, and enjoy being together though, because we're all feeling it.
Yeah, I know it's been a tough time, obviously, but I love how thoughtful you're being about that process because obviously you want it to be a safe situation, and like you said early on, you want this dinner experience to be something that people can savor and enjoy and take their time with, and obviously you want to be comfortable in order to do that.
Absolutely.
Okay, that mentality about dinner, Justin, where does that come from for you?
When I started Von Foss, that's the retail side of my business that has been around 13 years now. And my dad and I actually brought that concept to the US as part of bringing that here and as part of being a part of that organization. I've had the opportunity to travel a lot in Europe and been treated to some just truly amazing dining experiences over there and just fell in love with eating and drinking that way. So kind of circling back around to what I was saying, about our dining experiences is, we only do one seating, right? So it's not like another restaurant where people are waiting for the table or anxious or whatever else. It's, a couple, 3 hours of just relaxing. You sit back, there's a little bit of entertainment involved, but there's also plenty of time to chit chat and catch up with people. Just being over there and experiencing just a different mindset around eating and drinking that I, just so often didn't see here.
I know you said the company's been around a few years.
Mhm.
You've grown obviously a little bit through this time. Where do you kind of see for around the horizon for you and in the future? I know it's difficult to predict that in this crazy 2020 world, but you're obviously have found a way to make this work. You're being creative, and you're still finding good customers. So, what do you think the future might hold for you?
Well, I'm kind of still open to all different avenues of growth and continuing to build my business stronger and better at the same time, continuing to figure out how to provide people more different experiences. For instance, right before the pandemic, one event I was particularly excited about that got canceled was a blindfold dinner, where we're going to have everybody put on a blindfold. It, enhances the other senses when you can't see, and so I was disappointed that we had to table that. It was literally that coming weekend that happened. So just different creative things like that are what I'm looking forward to, and potentially someday certainly expansion beyond this location. But right now we have a young family with my wife and I, and we're enjoying building our little shop here and focusing on the community we have and enjoying that.
Tell us your location again and the best ways to find you guys online. Is it going to your website? Is it Facebook, or kind of all the above that you're active on?
delecTable Madison. Just Google delecTable Madison, and you'll find everything, our website, and that's a great place to go to kind of check all the different things out that we have going on right now, and we're continuing to add more.
So, Justin, we talked about some of the great things you're doing, but you also have something special coming up for Thanksgiving. So, tell us a little bit more about that.
We do. We're planning a special Thanksgiving dinner for everybody. The concept is you'll order it ahead of time, stop by the day before, pick up your kit. You'll take it home, stick it in the refrigerator. On Thanksgiving Day, you would just stick everything in the oven. It'd be ready to go. The turkey be brined. You get all the sides and everything else with it. Put it in the oven, pull it out when it's ready to go, and you'll have a nice, fresh hot Thanksgiving dinner without all the work that often goes into it that we can't always get around to.
Wow, I think you've got some great ideas and things that you're kind of areas you're navigating into right now that I think will continue bringing you continued success because it's right now. First of all, you're making my mouth water. You're making me wish that we had some sort of ability to smell what you're talking about through Zoom. I mean, are there anything if there's anything like that on the horizon, then I think you're unstoppable, Justin. That's what I'm going to tell
There
you
you
right
go.
now.
Well, those virtual dinners, you actually get to take the food and cook the food for yourself. Not all of it's cooked yourself. Anyway, you got to check it out more online, but it's pretty cool. It's really great.
Yeah, that sounds so fun. Congratulations on everything you're doing so far, the way you've rolled with this. And I wish you and Lark the best of success through the business and in the future. So thanks so much for sitting down, telling us about delecTable today.
Thanks, Jason. It was a real pleasure to talk to you. I really appreciate you reaching out and doing this for me and honestly for everybody. I know it's a weird world for all of us business owners out here, and we're doing the best we can. So appreciate the support of everybody.
All right, Justin, that's another a member a day through the holidays. Today is delecTable. Tomorrow, we'll find out. Catch you then.